Hi friends, for math today we're going to be talking about number bonds. Number bonds is something that we talked about when we learned about adding a few weeks ago, but today we're going to learn about number bonds and subtraction, and it is very different. What's the same about the number bond is that it's going to look the same. We're going to have one big circle over here and two small circles on this side. When we did adding, we filled in the small circles and then our answer went in the big circle. But subtraction is going to be different. Let me show you a few examples. If I looked at the subtraction problem, 5 minus 1 equals. When I fill in my number bond for subtraction, it's going to look different. The first number that I use in a subtraction problem is going to go into the big circle instead, because that's how many we have all together. Because subtraction is the opposite of adding, we're going to put it in the other spot. So if I were to fill in this number bond for 5 minus 1, my 5 is going to go inside the big circle here, because that's what I have all together. Now, for 5 minus 1, I'm taking away 1. 1 is going to go in one of the small circles. It can either be the top or the bottom. Now, I want to leave one of the circles empty because that's where my answer would go. If I solve this problem, 5 minus 1, I'm going to do that on my fingers, 5 minus 1, my answer is 4. The answer can go in the other small circle. Now I can check my answer to make sure that I got it right by using addition. This is how we would use the number bond just like we did for addition. 4 plus 1 equals 5. Or we could do subtraction like this. 5 minus 1 equals 4. Or it could even look like this. 5 minus 4 equals 1. So a number bond now is kind of a triangle that's working together for several different math problems. Let's try another example together. Let's fill in the number bond for the subtraction problem. 10 minus 3 equals. Because I see a subtraction sign here, my 10 is going to go in the big circle this time. I'm taking away 3. 3 can go in either one of the small circles. I'll put it at the top. Now I'm going to solve for my answer. 10 minus 3 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is my answer. I can write 7 in my problem, and then I can add 7 to my number bond. I should still have the same triangle here, just like I did for 5 minus 1. I can do 3 plus 7 equals 10. I can do 10 minus 7 equals 3. Or I could do 10 minus 3 equals 7. Let's do one more example together. Let's fill in our number bond for the subtraction problem. 6 minus 2 equals. Since I see subtraction here, 6 is going to go in the big circle. Taking away 2, it can go in either one of the small circles. I'll put it at the top. Now I'll solve for my answer. 6 minus 2 equals 4. My answer is going to go in the other small circle. Let's see if our math problems work for this number bond. I can do 4 plus 2 equals 6. 6 minus 2 equals 4. And 6 minus 4 equals 2. So number bonds really work for both adding and subtracting. We just fill them in a little bit of a different way, depending on if we see a subtraction sign or an addition sign. For today's activity, you're going to be making some number bonds using subtraction problems. And what you can do after you fill them in is practice doing the 3 different kinds of problems that you can do with a number bond.